Hello, this is Colin Harris from Knoware, continuing the series on hooking up SAS and Excel. This is the second technique of the series, and we will be looking at using Enterprise Guide Export as a project step. As you can see, there's a range of 11 different techniques we cover, and they're covered in separate videos to this one. So this one we are focusing on SAS Enterprise Guide using the Export Wizard and creating a project step within our project. What is this technique? Well, it's using the simple wizard in Enterprise Guide, but rather than just using it to create an Excel spreadsheet, we're going one step further and it creating a step within the Enterprise Guide process. What sort of technique is it? It's a SAS push technique. That means that SAS is controlling the push of the information out to Excel. What type of transfer are we doing? We're actually moving data. So we're transferring a SAS table out from SAS to Excel. It's not the procedure output, but we're moving the data from a SAS table. What's this good for? It's good for running it as an ad hoc process, just to run it once off. But more importantly, it's good for where we want to do this on a regular basis. Because it's part of the project, it means you can run this any old time you want. So you could run it each night, or a batch job that runs every week, or whatever. Good for regular running. It creates a new or overwrites an Excel spreadsheet. So it's not updating an existing spreadsheet, but it's overwriting or creating a new spreadsheet. And the file format it creates is actually an Excel format, XLS format spreadsheet. And you may think, well, that's what we're doing all the time. We're creating Excel spreadsheets. But no, some of the other techniques don't actually create it in an XLS format. They create another format that Excel can still use, but it's not actually a native XLS format. Okay, let's have a look. So here we are within the Enterprise Guide process flow. And we select the table we're interested in. So if I move the mouse, we click on, right mouse click on the particular table. We choose export, and rather than exporting directly, which would just take you through a wizard to export and create the Excel spreadsheet, we choose the next one down, which is export cars as a step in the project. So we do that, and then it leads us through a wizard asking us a number of things. First of all is just confirming which table we're taking, and yes, it's still the cars table we're interested in. Click next on that. What sort of file format are we creating? As we saw in the previous technique, there's a whole range of different file formats that SAS can create as part of this export, but we of course are interested in Excel, so that's the option we choose. Next, it is asking where do we want that Excel spreadsheet to go, and what is the name of the Excel spreadsheet we're creating. And finally, we finish the wizard and we end up with looking at the process flow again, and you'll now note we have this original SAS table. We've now created this step, which is the export step within the process flow, and when that's run, we're creating the final Excel spreadsheet in our process flow as well. And as we've already said, that is now, because that's part of that process flow, this project can be run anytime you wish, and that export step will happen. What's the advantages of this process, or this technique? As with the export wizard, it's just quick and simple to use. No coding or no programming is required, and the advantage is that it's part of a project as well, so it can be run whenever you need to on a regular basis, or just whenever you want to run that in sometime in the future. The downside of this, there's still no formatting. It's just producing a simple spreadsheet with the data values transferred across. No nice customized formatting, and some of the other techniques will allow us to do that. Okay, and what does this particular technique need? It needs base SAS and Enterprise Guide, obviously, to be able to run Enterprise Guide, but it does require you to have the additional SAS product, SAS Access to PC file formats. The wizard on its own does not require this particular additional product, but to run it as a step within a project, you do need that particular product. Thanks for watching this video, which is part of a series on hooking up SAS and Excel. The full PowerPoint presentation is available at knoware.co.nz, which includes references to good papers that provide more details.